Welcome back to my mental health and crime channel. My name is Huda London. I'm a licensed cognitive behavior therapist, that's a CBT therapist, and a licensed mental health counselor. Please like, share, and subscribe if you enjoy the contents in this channel. I'd like to thank all my subscribers, viewers, for all your support, your respectful, mindful, interesting, intelligent comments you leave behind. I do apologize. I have a flu, trying to get better from it. I came across KTVB News Channel, this clip from yesterday. I find this to be very interesting. Zana Kernodle, one of the precious victims who lost her life horrifically in the quadruples. Zana was a bubbly, lively, beautiful young girl. So were the other victims, and so was Ethan. Zana's mother, Cara Kernodle, I believe is her name, really wants to go to the trial, but she can't afford going to the trial. That broke my heart. We all know that Zana's mother has gone through a lot of struggles. Whether it was by her own will or not, the main thing is we should have empathy, show sympathy, and try to help the grieving parents. I believe many people have supported the G family, the Gongavs family. They have raised plenty of GoFundMes. Whether it was for Kaylee's Jeep, Land Rover, or whether it was for the trial itself. They were gathering money for them and their family and friends of the family to be placed in motels, hotels, and all the expenditure. Their GoFundMe went up to, the last time I checked, $68,000, if not more. What I feel sorry about Cara is most of y'all know I've been in this case from the first time it broke out. The 4 young victims were brutally unalived in Idaho, Moscow. In the beginning of this case, especially in 2023, I remember 2 YouTube creators, Crime Sleuthing and Jewels of All Trades, invited Cara to their channel, to Crime Sleuthing's channel, and they were trying to raise money for Cara. Unfortunately, she did not get any of the money that was raised. And it did become a big deal. There was a lot of up and down between the 2 creators. But it really upset me, honestly, because I don't like taking contact with any of the victims' families. They have been through the worst horror of their life. The worst thing you can do is promise someone a promise you can't keep, especially when they're mourning, their bereavement. And I'm saying that with the career of a mental health counselor. Last thing we need is to be hurting the family. Carrie did not receive any of the donations they were collecting, and I don't know what exactly happened there, if it was a misunderstanding or not, but the reason I bring it up is because Cara Kernodle this time and a friend have reached KTVB News to ask if anyone's willing, if anyone's kind enough to help this poor mother to go to her daughter's trial. The link and the donations should be on the KTVB channel. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. We can agree to disagree. But I hope if anyone has the heart to donate to this family, I intend to donate to Cara. Cara has not only been hurt by YouTube creators, she's even been hurt by Ann Taylor, the defense attorney for Brian Christopher Kohlberger, because she was dealing with Cara's misdemeanor cases, and Ann Taylor dropped her as a client and she took BK. I always believe in one thing: first come, first served. She was a regional client, and it's just so heartbreaking. Whether BK did these horrific crimes or not, Cara lost her attorney, and the attorney is representing the man who's accused of unaliving Zana and the other 3 victims. I believe everyone deserves a second chance in life, maybe even a third or fourth, because this is really one of the most heartbreaking cases I've come across. And as a community, if we can afford to help this poor mother, she has someone in charge of the GoFundMe. Whatever is going to be donated to her will go to a friend, which I'll show you all will speak soon. And the friend actually said that Cara believes nobody wants to help her. I'm sure she believes people are judging her, and I'm sure she never forgets the incident with Crime Sleuthing and the other YouTube creator, because a promise is a promise. She was very heartbroken about that. Let me play this clip. And remember, if you want to donate so that this poor mother could actually go and find out what happened to her daughter and the other victims. One thing I love about Cara is she is one of the most open-minded parents of the quadruple tragedy. She's the one who said she believes that it was more than one suspect who did these crimes. And Cara would know, because I'm sure she has got some information here and there from people close to this case. She's using her instincts, and she knows it's impossible for one person to have done this. I'm sure if Zana could see us now, she would have asked us to help her mother to come out and to come to the trial and find out what happened that night. Help this mother to go and visit the trial. Help this mother so that she can go hand in hand with Jasmine, Zana's sister, her oldest daughter. There is expenses to go to the trial. Stacey Chapin and the Chapin family are doing fine because the frats that I personally believe are behind this crime were donating money and putting up GoFundMes. Jack K started the GoFundMe, if I wasn't wrong. He paid $6. Let us try and help this woman and make sure that this money goes to good use that it goes to her going strictly to the trial and nothing else. Because we don't want Cara to be using money on addiction or anything, honestly. And I don't think that is the reason she wants the money. She wants the money to get the correct justice for Zana, her baby girl.
Of Zana Kernodle, one of the University of Idaho murder victims, is asking for help to attend the trial of her daughter's accused killer. Cara Kernodle says she can't afford the travel from North Idaho, lodging in Boise, or time off work during the trial this August. Cara's friend, Lori Scott, organized the GoFundMe to get Cara to court so she can see justice for her daughter.
She thinks that people don't want to help her. She's been I think she's had kind of a hard time, how ugly people can be. And so she's really, it's really touched her heart that so many people have reached out to help her.
Cara told me tonight she is humbled by everyone's prayers and support. She said in a statement to KTVB, quote, "The loss of my beautiful daughter, Zana, has been the hardest thing I never thought I would have to endure. If you're not able to donate, prayers are even more appreciated. My hope is that truth and justice through God will be accomplished." 20-year-old Zana Kernodle was killed in November 2022, along with her boyfriend Ethan Chapin and her roommates Madison Mogan and Kaylee Gonsalves. You can find the link to that verified GoFundMe on ktvb.com.
I believe some of us YouTube creators have already hurt Zana's mother with promises that weren't kept. And I hope this time we can be better. We can do better. Most of us are parents and we want the best for our children. We want justice to be served for these 4 victims. Please help out Cara. Like I said, Ethan, his family is getting plenty of donations from the Sigma Chi fraternity boys that I personally believe are involved, and the other frats. Kaylee, his family, has been collecting non-stop GoFundMes on behalf of Kaylee. I am really happy that the Facebook was taken down. May Kaylee rest in peace. But Kaylee ain't the only victim. There were 4 victims, horrifically, brutally unalived. It's not only Kaylee. After Steve and Christy G were done, they put up a GoFundMe for Maddie's family to go to the trial. So guys, what about Zana's mother? Just because she has made mistakes in her past, we can't hold her accountability for that. She hasn't hurt a human being. She's hurting herself. She needs mental health therapy. She needs addiction counseling. She needs a lot of things. But she needs justice for Zana Kernodle first. Imagine being a mother and crying your eyes off because you don't know what happened to your precious daughter. So please, if y'all can afford to donate, I've never asked anyone to donate anything for these families, but this is the first time I'm asking people to consider Zana's mother. One thing I love about the Kernodles, even Zana's father who's raised her, they've never asked for help. They've never asked help to go to the trial or to hire a lawyer. In fact, Zana's father and uncle were the one who put up the flyers asking the town to please let the police know if they saw anything from Saturday the 12th from 5 p.m. to Sunday the 13th, 12 a.m. when the police were called. Please like, share, and subscribe. Justice for these 4 victims. May the correct justice be served, even for BK. If he's innocent, then an innocent man is going on death row. But if he's guilty, he needs to pay for what he's done to these 4 children. Please like, share, and subscribe.